first. So Python is a general purpose interpreted interactive object oriented and high level programming language, okay, created by Gado and Rossum in 1989. Okay, so somewhere if you are seeing means some used to say 1989 and some places it is showing like 1991. Okay, some variation will be there. Why? Because he developed in 1989, but it was officially approved. Okay, after 2 years only it has been approved. So that's why you will be seeing the change in the year. So in programming, we used to run this program in two different ways. Okay, one is by using compiler and another method is by using interpreter. So here interpreter will combine line by line execution. Then this Python only interpreter means all other programming languages are comes under the compiler part. Okay, if I want to differentiate compiler and interpreter means, so compiler will compile the entire code. Okay, it will take the entire code. Okay, and then it will convert them into bytecode. Okay, and then it will be executed by the program, and then it will convert it to the machine learning code zeros and ones. Machine code, which is zeros and ones, and the process will be executed. So since it is compiling the entire code, okay, the compilation time will be more. Okay, but the execution time will be very less. Time will be more, whereas execution time will be very fast, because our code will be in machine readable format, so it can perform very uh, faster. Okay, when you come to the interpreter, okay, it will take each line, okay, line by line execution. So line by line it will try to convert the code to the machine code. Okay, so that's why compilation time will be faster. Okay, so compilation time will be faster, whereas execution time will be bit slower. Okay, will take more time. Why? Because line by line it will convert. Okay, so it has to come back to the next line. Okay, then again it has to convert again next line. So when you are trying to execute a big code, okay, some 100 lines of code is there in Python for assumption. Okay, which will take thousands of line in compiler. So each line it has to convert and then come back to the main source code, again convert source code. That's why it will take time. That's why compilation time is faster, because only one line it is executing at a time. So faster it will check for any error in the code or not. So here in the compiler part, you have to type the entire program. Then only you can compile and check. Okay, whereas since it is line by line execution, it will be very interactive. So interactive in the sense you can write one line and then you can check whether it is correctly written or not. Okay, and in the interpreter, okay, the point which it encounter the error, it will stop at that particular position itself. Okay, 10 lines of code is there, third line is having some error means it will stop there itself, so that we can easily find the error also. Easy to find the error. Whereas here for the same 10 lines of code, it will try to compile at a single point of time, right? So that it may not show you the exact error location. Okay, it will show somewhere, but in the previous lines, if any error is also there means that also will be reflecting there. Those type of error will be difficult to resolve. Okay, and in when in coming to the Python part, the error will be more descriptive. Okay, it will show what type of error it is and then what is the actual error in a single line of description. Okay, whereas here it will not be in a very easy understandable way, except few common errors like semicolon missing, um, you know brackets missing, some kind of missings and all we can able to identify. Whereas when you go to the complex type of error, Python will give some proper description so that you know, okay, this type of error will occur when we do mistake in this area. Like that, you can identify it even more better way. Okay, so that is one feature of like interpreter interactive, like line by line execution. Okay, and then object oriented. So, OOPS concept, it is after C. Okay, C from C++ we are seeing the OOPS concept. Okay, object oriented programming, which helps us to involve classes, objects. Okay, real time objects can be involved in our program for finding solution. Okay, so that is the object oriented concept. And high level programming. So when it comes to high level programming, all languages are almost called as high level programming, but in Python it will be syntax will be like English like format, closer to English format when compared to other programming language. So it is easier to read, maintain and understand better. So many companies are also nowadays using this Python program like NASA, Google, YouTube. Okay, you are seeing suggestions, right? So those and all optimized by this Python program only. Okay, and then where and all we are seeing Python programming languages in current technologies are like AI, artificial intelligence. We are using natural language processing. It can be text to voice, video, all these things are comes under the natural language processing. And then neural networks. Okay, deep learning concept, we will be using the neural network concept. So there and all we are using this Python programming.